This is the Japanese urban legend of Kisaragi Station. The story comes from a conversation that was held on a Japanese blogging site called 2channel between the creator of the thread, called Hasumi, and two other bloggers that were still awake and active on the thread in the early hours of the morning. Hasumi used a phone to post these messages.
Hey guys, Hasumi here. I think this may just be my imagination, but can I post it anyway?
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's going on?
I've been riding a certain train for a while, but something seems off. I always take this train to work, but it hasn't stopped at any stations for the past 20 minutes or so. It usually only takes 5 minutes, or at the most 7 or 8. There's 5 other passengers, but they're all asleep.
I think you probably took the express train by mistake.
Well, it's possible I may have just missed my stop. I'll wait a little longer. If anything else strange occurs, I might bring it up here.
Maybe try going to the carriage on the end to see if the conductor's there?
Yeah, it would be really bad if he's fallen asleep or something.
I tried going to the end of the carriage, but there were blinds or something covering the window, so I couldn't see the driver.
Did you try knocking on the window?
I tried that, but nobody answered.
Can you see out of the window? Try and see if you can spot the names of the stations you're passing.
The train just came out of a tunnel. There usually aren't any tunnels. I can't see out the window, but I got on the train from Shin Hamamatsu Station. We're slowing down. Looks like we're finally stopping at a station. We've stopped at Kisaragi Station. I wonder if I should get off. I've never heard of this place before.
You should get off here and try to find someone.
No, stay on until the last stop. The last station is more likely to have a taxi.
Well, I've gotten off the train, but there's no one here.
I'm searching for Kisaragi Station on the internet, but it doesn't seem to exist.
Yeah, I'm not getting any results for Kisaragi Station either.
I'm looking for a train timetable on the station, but I can't find it. The train is still stopped, so it'll probably be safest to go back on. No. It just left while I was writing that.
Why don't you try leaving the station and look for someone? Or why don't you see if you can find a taxi?
I'll look for a taxi from the station. Thank you very much.
Okay, sounds good. Take care.
There doesn't seem to be any taxis anywhere. In fact, there isn't a single person or building. There's just fields and mountains and nothing else but darkness.
Why don't you call your home number or the police? Or call for a taxi if you can find a number.
I called home and asked to be picked up, but neither of my parents seem to know where Kisaragi Station is. They said they'll look for it on maps so they can come get me, but I'm getting a little scared.
What about the others? Are you the only one who got off the train?
I looked for a public phone, but there's nothing, and no one else got off, so I'm alone now.
Sometimes they have phones outside the station.
Looking into it. Apparently the name of the station is written with the kanji for devil, but it's read Kisaragi.
Devil Station? Yikes.
Why don't you walk back along the side of the train tracks? If you walk along next to the track, you'll definitely be able to get to another station.
You're right. I didn't quite think of that since I was panicking. I'm waiting for my parents to call while walking along the track. I really just want to go back home.
I really think you should wait until it's lighter outside before you do anything.
Waiting all alone in the dead of night? And in some ominous place? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, going through a tunnel alone in the dead of night, and on some ominous train line. No, you're right. That's a better option.
There's really nothing around here. All I can see are fields and mountains, but I think I'll be able to make it back if I go down the track, so I'll keep pushing on. Thank you very much. Treat this as a joke if you want, but is it okay if I ask for more advice on this thread if I encounter any more trouble?
Of course. Just be careful out there.
Just don't get lost, and be careful in the tunnel.
My parents can't seem to find where I am, so I called the police and explained my situation, but they thought it was a prank and they got angry at me. I got scared and apologized.
Apologise for what? Should probably give up for today. Just wait for the first train in the early morning.
I hear what sounds like beating drums mixed with some kind of bell way off in the distance. I'm scared. Honestly, I have no idea what to do at this point.
A drum and bell ringing? Are they having a festival or what?
You might think I'm kidding, but I'm too scared to look behind me. I want to go back to the station, but I don't dare turn around.
Just run, and don't look back.
You can't go back to the station now. Keep going through the tunnel. I'm sure you'll find you're not too far. He's right though. Don't look back.
Someone behind me just yelled, "Hey, don't walk on the track, that's dangerous." I looked around expecting to see an attendant and saw one-legged old man, and then he vanished. I think I'm too scared to move.
I told you not to look back. Just run.
Calm down and listen to me, okay? Check out where that drum's coming from. There's bound to be someone playing it.
Where the hell are you planning on leading Hasumi? That's a bad idea.
I can't run any further, I'm too tired. The drumming sounds are getting a little closer.
Wait for dawn. It won't be as scary in the daylight.
I'm still alive, but I fell and started bleeding, and I've broken a heel, so I'm sitting still on the ground. I don't want to die.
It should be safe once you leave the tunnel and get to the other side. Once you get out of there, call for help immediately.
I called home again. Dad's calling the police. But the sound keeps getting closer.
Jesus, I hope for your sake that's not the sound of the train coming down the tracks.
I finally managed to make it to the front of the tunnel. The sound's still getting closer, so I'm going into the tunnel. If I'm okay once I get to the other side, I'll post again.
Good luck.
The sound you're hearing is just something you imagine.
I left the tunnel. There's someone up ahead. It looks like all your advice was right after all. Thank you so much. My face is such a mess from tears he might just mistake me for a monster.
Wait, someone's there? On the train track? This late at night? That's really suspicious.
He seems gentle. He was worried about me. He said he'll give me a lift to the nearest station in his car. Apparently there's a kind of business hotel there. I'm truly, truly thankful for both of you.
Is he gentle? He sounds pretty scary from what you said.
Hasumi, before you go, please answer me this one thing. Can you ask the man the name of that place?
I asked him where it was. He said we're near a town called Hina. That seems extremely unlikely, though. We've been heading towards the mountains for some time. It really doesn't strike me as a place where trains would go, and he's stopped talking to me completely.
Maybe because you're constantly messing with your phone.
Listen, that guy sounds no good. Why is he by the track at this hour? Hasumi, listen to me. Leave him and run.
Excuse me, Hasumi, ask him where Hina actually is.
Hasumi, at the next available chance, get out of that car.
My battery's almost running out. Things are getting strange, so I think I'm gonna make a run for it when the car stops. He's been muttering to himself for a while now. This is gonna have to be my last post.
This was the last post from Hasumi on the thread. Despite attempts from the two other bloggers to contact her, they were never able to do so. Whether this was something paranormal or whether Hasumi was simply confused due to a mixture of tiredness, stress, and fear. All that is known is that she was never seen again, dead or alive. The identity of the mysterious man in the tunnel remains unknown. It is thought that after following a number of ritualistic steps, one might find themselves on a train bound for Hina, but nobody is exactly sure what conditions must be met. Some laugh off this story, but many young Japanese pray that they will never mistakenly find themselves alone at Kisaragi Station.